Hello folks and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. I'm Absurdities. Apologies for the delay between episodes, although there wasn't that much of one because I recorded ahead. But yeah, things are getting, I don't know how they're getting interesting, I guess, in the game. You guys have managed to trap yourself inside there. That's just fantastic. Never mind, they're gonna be fine as soon as 𝘬𝘬𝘳𝘭𝘥 drops that off. But yeah, I've been kind of thinking about where to go next and how to go about it. A little bit of preparation has been done for some spacefaring. I don't know how tall a rocket needs to be, but I'm kind of planning ahead for a large space or a tall rocket. To start, we'll probably do a CO2 rocket down here. And to be honest, I don't really care about where the CO2 goes. There's ways of recovering it, but we have so much of it down here, 3,762 point change kilograms of it, and somehow, there's natural gas in there. You gotta be kidding me. There's oxygen and natural gas in there. Okay, well, something broke. It's really weird because oxygen is obviously supposed to go through and natural gas is supposed to be filtered off here. And hey, look at that. I just saw some natural gas go by. So weird, dude. What the heck is going on with my filtration system? Maybe it's just time to stop. Oh no, wait, it's, oh, natural gas that gets picked up on this line doesn't go into the natural gas storage. Okay, anyways, something to worry about. This stuff is running fine, but after I finished this build, I was kind of like, okay, what next? And, space is obviously next, but we also need to give consideration to long-term space travel, not just CO2 rockets, which don't get you very far. We can do a little bit of basic, I don't know, research or telescope, I don't know, words. Because this guy, of course, isn't going anywhere, but we can put one on a rocket and go explore a little bit more of the star map, which is going to be necessary. Maybe we'd go to this destroyed satellite and that sandy ore field, but that's... And probably ferry between 𝘬𝘬𝘳𝘭𝘥. I think it's a range of something like 6, so we can go out 3 and come back 3. So yeah, that's about the limit of our exploration with a CO2 rocket. So, petroleum rockets, I think, are a good next best bet. To do that, I would need a petroleum boiler. And if you noticed here, this is shut down now because I'm starting to sap the heat out. Simply because we just need to make that happen. And in fact, I think I'm ready to open this up. Airflow tile or mesh tile? I think I do mesh tile. So yeah, I spent a fair amount of time building this, and that was a nice experiment, but I'm gonna have to tear it all down. In fact, I'm gonna try and utilize this volcano for the boiler, but this one maybe as well. So anyways, I'm shutting down and tearing down this whole section, including the metal refinery, which I've rebuilt 3 times now. We'll put it down here and leave it there, hopefully. The hydrogen generators are going to get moved down a couple levels, so we have some space to play in here, because it just requires a lot of space, the petroleum boilers. Let me pull up a design and give credit to what I'm thinking here. So looking at this kind of shows the, let's call it a circle of life for oil reservoirs and whatnot with a petroleum boiler. And you can end up getting an excess of, I think, is it an excess of natural gas? But certainly, like, lots of water and stuff. Water, petroleum, power, meat, like all these things kind of go in. I guess this is kind of telling you down here, isn't it? Anyways, to make this system, you need to do a lot of stuff, have a lot of slicksters. You know, the generators are less of a concern because we will use this petroleum for spaceflight. But yeah, we definitely need to expand our game in terms of being able to make rocket propellant, and I think just petroleum is going to be the way to go, at least for most cases. Later on, we can look at Brad Bolt stuff. Anyways, the actual boiler itself of the design here, you can see, obviously it's not going to work for our space in either of those volcano instances. One thing I'm thinking of, honestly, is I'm really quite unhappy with the placement of our volcanoes. You know, there's just no salvaging this one in terms of, I mean, the only thing I can think of, I guess, is to have steps and move this magma all the way down over to this area. Magma, because of its viscosity, will only flow 10 tiles and then it will stop. So you would have to then go down. Think of it in terms of like Minecraft water and magma, actually. So down a step, we can go out 10. I'm not sure what that looks like. It's exactly 10. And then we'd have to go down a level here, go out 10, 10, and we can just kind of make it happen. So we can get magma over to here from here. It just blocks off the space. It's not being used anyways, so it's not that big a deal. And then we end up with a dropper, and there's quite a few tiles. If you look, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 tiles of verticality would take up all this space. And then to create the boiler, you know, you're looking at all the space that we could possibly recover in this area because of the placement of this minor volcano. The other option is what I'm thinking maybe more, although it requires ripping out all this stuff, we go and build a fairly close copy of this design. Again, GC Fungus, some really, really good tutorial bites. I do recommend you look at that stuff. I don't have as much interest in making tutorials, but I like taking you guys through what I build and what I discover as I learn the game, or relearn the game in a lot of cases. I think I've done a petroleum boiler before, but it's been so long that this was super, super handy. And you're not really locked down to the form of this. This is just a good example. And if I go to the one take, super handy, the one take, where is it? Reference, which is way down here. Is it? No, that's the aqua tuner, which we can't do. Here we go. One take reference. It gives you some ideas, or it shows you the electrical routing, shows you the piping, the overall size of various things. And I guess I should explain the overall point of this. Is you're taking radiant pipes, a certain number of them, you're piping oil in along until it reaches close to its boiling point, and then you're dropping it onto a hot tile, and it flashes into petroleum very easily because it's already very close to that temperature. So it's all concepts that we've used before, except for maybe changing the state of oil to petroleum, but we've seen that happen around our volcanoes tons. So you control the amount of magma it drops, and then this igneous rock we can then put into another system to finish cooling it down, maybe even recover some steam power off of it because it's still 400 degrees. Recover some steam power, cool it down, feed it to our hatches, it becomes part of that whole system as well. So this is what I want to do for our kind of late game, not so much power generation, but for space exploration. So I want to make it happen. And there's two options here, and one of them is, well, I mean, we have two volcanoes. That's two options, but also we just run off of the full volcano, and we have this big magma channel going around, and then we make it work in this space, or we just use this one, the minor volcano. The minor volcano, I've put a temp shift plate behind it to kind of block it off. This guy sadly is not dormant, he's idle. And I have no idea when it's gonna go off again. So I don't really want to try and plug it. Like I'm gonna try and plug this one temporarily. I don't know, I'm at a bit of a loss, and I thought about maybe putting this up as a very short episode and putting a poll. Do we say, screw you game, I don't like where you put the volcanoes. In fact, I'm gonna move the volcano up here. And then we have lots of space for our boiler, an industrial brick, which I haven't really wanted. I don't really love them, but if it becomes a good place to not only create our petroleum, but then run, I guess we don't have any slicksters left on the map. We're gonna have to get eggs, which is no problem. I see them all the time. But we get some slicksters, we turn them into the hot slicksters, and then they're producing petroleum for us directly as well. It's a thought. Anyways, I haven't done that much between episodes, although I did make these, which are, of course, yeah, 6 more Paku farms. In thought that I'm going to replace these, I'm going to move them out of there and just leave that whole facility over here. So we're very slowly filling them up. I might pipe into there, but honestly, they can carry as like more water when we have this way. It's just a little more hit or miss as to what's happening. So maybe. Other than that, I can't remember if I was working on anything. Other than, yeah, just thinking about this stuff. So I think I will put it to a poll. We'll just do a really quick episode right now. And I'll put it to a poll that'll run for a day. And if you see this, go vote on the poll in the community tab. And let me know, should we move a volcano because this seed sucks? Or do we just make do and tear all of our stuff down and recite it? Because it's going to happen whether or not we use the minor volcano or the major volcano, or also known as a volcano. Yeah, let me know what you think. Also, look at Frostburgers, 224,000, Surf and Turf, 222,000. We still have lettuce left over. Yeah, we have stupid amounts of food. It's beautiful. All right, I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll come back to this when a clearer direction has been chosen. Because I'm not even 100% sure how to go about it. I'm going to click that button there to show you. We go... I don't even know if I can spawn a volcano. I think this is all items. Let me have a look at that. There's ways to do it, apparently. I accidentally spawned a Paku, so somehow. I'm not super familiar with those tools, so anyways. There's a way to do it in debug menu, and I'll turn that on and move a volcano if you guys vote on it. Because honestly, at this point, I'm just like... I just want to move forward. I don't want us to keep rebuilding and rebuilding and rebuilding. So I think the easiest way to go about it is to take this volcano, put it up here, and profit, in quotes, and just move forward. So let me know what you guys think of that. Bit of a not ideal workaround, but literally the volcano could have been anywhere else on the map, or both of them, I suppose, have been pretty much anywhere else on the map. The other problem here is this critter fluxomatic. Like, we're really cramped. And I don't like that. I just like to be able to move stuff and move forward. It's not that we're getting anything better out of it. We're getting the same thing, because I'll just copy paste with the debug tools, which is apparently different from this. And go with that. Okay, let me know what you guys think in the either in the comments or in the community tab, and we'll go from there. All right, thanks for watching. I know it's a short one, not really showing you much, but hey, we gotta figure it out. All right, have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.